Manchester's favorite way to wake up, 6:30 to 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
The Morning Show, live.
Good morning, everybody. Cranked up. Huh?
I look sick.
You look sick.
I do. I need something under my under eyes.
Under your under eyes. All right, who's batting lead off this morning? Pam, first one there. She beat you, Christy. Oops, turn that down a little bit. Oh, interesting start to the day. Oh, goodness. Let's get the recorder up and running. Holly's here. She just, I don't know what she's doing. Put something under her under eyes or something. Something, I don't know. There she is. I told you she was here. Proof. Looking hot this morning. Oh my goodness. Look at her. Good morning to you, everybody. Thunder Radio Morning Show. We're getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work. For you night shift warriors out there, glad to have you along with us. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. How about a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo in Orange Beach, Alabama? I could save you 15% just because you're a Thunder Radio listener. No gimmicks, no tricks, no timeshares, just a 15% savings. Go to thunder1320.com/beach to learn more. That's thunder1320.com/beach to learn more. Stay looking at the weather to get started this morning. We are mild, 54 degrees out there. Feels good. Rain moving in today, a 60% chance of rain showers and storms, high of 71. That's going to fire up after about 2, 3 o'clock. Looks like when that's going to start, and then it's going to roll through the evening tonight, 45 for your low. Could see a severe storm or two. Increased chance of pretty harsh straight line winds, 50 to 60 miles an hour possible with these storms. Also hail possible with these storms, and a slight chance of some kind of tornado spin up. So keep our eye on all of that. 60 degrees for your high on Friday, and then down around 38 Friday night, 59 on Saturday, 35 Saturday night, and then we start to heat back up. 68 on Sunday, 80 on Monday. Weather forecast brought to you by Hillsboro Food Company. Plenty of good grilling days, including today, outside of the rain later on. Make sure you got fresh cut meat for that grill or whatever else you're trying to prepare. Hillsboro Food Company has that, your produce, and all of your assorted groceries. 7403 Hillsboro Highway in Hillsboro. It's a busy day today. We got Thursday, Stupid Silly Stat, name that movie, tune, TV theme, finish the line, whatever Holly's come up with. Birthdays later on, call yours in, 728-1320. But before we get to any of that, we need to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO and president of the Peterson Media Group. She is by far the looks inside of the studio, the president of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, the microphone licker, the corncob eater, and one of the main reasons the rockin' world continues to go round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You look nice today. My goodness, look at you.
I got jeans on. He don't know what to do.
She must be going to see that produce guy. I think you had the wrong microphone on that whole time. I mean, everybody could hear you. It's just for the cameras. My bad, guys. It's one of those mornings where it's a little backwards. I feel like I'm running a little behind. I accidentally had a game on the schedule. It wasn't supposed to be on the schedule. Just doing work around.
I did that. Sorry.
No, it was on the master schedule for.
So we both messed up.
So I had. Yeah. We had us broadcasting the game tonight that I was never planning to go to. So
The baseball one?
Baseball, yeah. I had to
That's
set up to go
why
to
I
Stewart's
saw
Creek. And yeah, I don't know why that was there. And I just didn't catch it when
So I put it on my schedule. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I got baseball and
Yeah. Well, we're still working out of 2 schedules. I've not combined those yet, and I've got to get that done. It's just not been priority, so I've just been working out of 2, and we got to get that done because it's not what I wanted there. Got music going, Charlie. What's happening in and around the community? Let's see if we can make this show better than our morning started. It's not been the smoothest on our end.
it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just-
bad. It just feels a little off.
You ever get going and you have you're an hour into the day and just have a bunch of little things already kind of been not bad, but just like she said, off.
Like I left the house and got down the road and realized I had left my phone at home. So I had to turn around, come back. It's just little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nothing major. So I'm going to be thankful.
And hopefully it clears up.
Yeah.
And gets better. We're going to win the day.
Yeah, we're going to win the day.
We're going to win the day. We got to beat these little obstacles early on. I had a game scheduled that wasn't supposed to be scheduled. An automatic post went out that we needed to take down because a game had changed, which is not anything bad. It's just little tedious things like, dang, I got to change that. I got to fix that. So we're gonna fix it over the next 2 hours. All right. Yesterday, high school baseball, Coffee County High School baseball got a win. They were able to beat Spring Hill at home 7-0. Colt Vernil got a home run in that one. Davis McKenzie, a 4-hit shutout on the mound, struck out 10. Good effort from Davis. So a good win for the boys. They're scheduled to be at Stewart's Creek today. Weather permitting. I don't know if that's going to happen, but they're scheduled to be up there. Lady Raider softball lost last night to Green Hill on the road. 7-2 was the final there. Westwood softball picked up 2 wins over Huntland. Westwood baseball got a 16-zip win over Huntland. Coffee Middle School baseball 5-3 over Stewart's Creek on the road. Coffee Middle softball loses to Warren County 8-7 after blowing a lead late. I think I got them all right off the top of my
That was
brain
good.
there.
That's impressive.
I'm sure I forgot somebody.
Will you turn the music down in my headphones?
I'll just turn the music off for everybody. It's bothering Holly, so no music. I'll take it away. Stop. No music. Are you satisfied?
Satisfied? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm good.
No more music. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That's just.
It's not that I can't hear. It's just that when there are a lot of noises.
Be better.
Go ahead.
Those are the games that happened yesterday. You can read about them at thunder1320.com. Click on sports. Things today. Not a ton going on. There are a few things happening. We have other big events coming up. We're 10 days away from Easter. That's a pretty big one. Next week would be Good Friday on Friday, then Easter on Sunday. We are 21 days away from the Statement Consignment Sale in Manchester. That's May the 1st through the 4th. We're going to tell you more about that in the coming weeks, but go ahead and mark your calendar for that. It's going to be May 1st to the 4th. Huge deal is going to be happening at the Manchester Coffee County Conference Center. A lot of adult clothes. It's an adult clothes consignment sale. And I think they may still have a consigner spot left. They usually, this is the first time they've had this in Manchester. Apparently this consignment's a big deal. It's like I'm not a consigner. I don't run in those circles, but apparently the Statement consignment is like the cat's meow.
Creme de la creme of consignments.
Yeah. So that's happening May the 1st through the 4th. And you can go to our website, thunder1320.com/closet to learn a little bit more about that. Or you can just Google Statement. That's STATEMINT, like it's in mint condition, Statement Manchester, and get a little more information if you want to be a consigner. If you got like a lot of clothes sitting around, just maybe sitting up in your upstairs, laying around, it looks kind of like a mess up there, and you need to get rid of those clothes, and you have anxiety about even walking upstairs, maybe you need to get rid of those, and you can do a consignment sale and get them gone. And then everybody else can go shop there. So anyway, learn more. That's 21 days away. We are 30 days away from the Elam Foundation's annual event, the Dusty Elam Foundation. That'll be May the 10th. And we are 37 days away from the Thundies Sports Awards. So a little over 5 weeks. Probably need to put myself into gear, start getting that ready. The first round of invites starts going out today. So if you got a high school athlete, they may or may not come home with an invite. That's it. This is the first round. There'll be a couple more rounds of invites that go out up until about a week prior to the event. We are 43 days away from graduation if you're a Coffee County High School student. That's getting close. Goodness. And then
Goodness and thank goodness.
36 days away if you're a Tullahoma graduate. And we are 46 days away from Memorial Day. So we got about 7 weeks before Memorial Day weekend.
Oh my
It's fast
gosh.
approaching.
That feels like the start line of
Summer.
all the fun things.
But then it's over. Like I feel like once July 4th is over, summer's done.
No, because it stays hot so long.
No, it stays
after.
hot. We just have to start
feel
kind
like
of pivoting
around
to our work.
Maybe Labor Day.
Yeah, but I'm just saying around August, the 1st of August, we're back at covering sports.
Yeah, but it's exciting because we ain't done it in a couple months, and footballs. I'm already seeing talks of spring practice at the end of football season. No lie, I'm exhausted. I'm like, golly, I'm tired of going to football games. But by this time, I'm like, all right, I'm ready for football.
Yeah, Coffee County have a new coach next year, so
yeah,
let's see how
I'm
that goes.
Excited to see.
I'm switching to broadcasting Tullahoma games next year, so just FYI. That would have been a good April Fool's joke.
That would have been. Oh, we're dumb.
No, we could have done
We
that.
have good ideas. Too late.
Yeah, and then next year I'll forget.
It's me and Josh are the epitome of when you get home and you say, "I should have said that."
Yeah,
I should have said that.
I've had some really good arguments with people driving down the road, but they weren't there.
In the shower,
Yeah.
you're just
but the other person wasn't there. It
Right.
was just me arguing with that person in the shower or driving down the road. You can do that driving down the road now because people think you're talking to your Bluetooth.
yeah.
I'll be doing that, and I'll be at a red light. And I notice somebody might be looking a little too close, and I'll calm down and I'll actually point at the radio while I'm talking. Yeah. They need to think I'm talking to somebody, but there's nobody there. Any comings and goings out of you?
Hey, I got national days today. It's National Erase Self-Negativity Day.
Okay.
So all that talking bad about yourself, don't do it.
Positive self-talk is a thing.
Yeah.
For me, I need to tell myself what a loser I am to do better. Like I need to be like, you're fat and you suck at this. You got to do better. And I'm like, all right, I'll do better. I can't positive self-talk. I'll get complacent.
You don't talk that way about me.
Yeah.
Only I can talk that way about
But
me.
if I get too
Cocky.
much positive, I'll get cocky and I get complacent. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. I said I'm good. I don't know. There's something wrong with me mentally. And
I'll second that. I'll agree.
somewhere
I concur
in that general area
with his statement. Each of us has a critical inner voice. The voice can be motivating or it can be more harm than good. It says identify. I'm going to tell y'all how to celebrate. Identify the 5 C's of negative self-talk. Complaining. Everybody loves a complainer, right?
True.
Criticizing. Concern. Commiserating. Blink 182 sang about it. Y'all remember? And catastrophizing. It paints that's negative talk that paints worst case scenario.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I do a lot of those things.
Yeah, you catastrophize.
I just always look for the worst case scenario. Because from there, it can only be better.
It's also National Farm Animals Day.
Jessica says, do you know not everyone has an inner voice?
I do know that. And that's people with
real?
zero self-awareness. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
They call them psychopaths, right?
Yeah, psychopaths.
Okay. So if you were sitting there with that inner voice, although Dexter had an inner voice, we'll hear it a lot during the show.
His dark passenger. National Farm Animals Day. So get out there.
Everybody really have an inner voice.
Pick up your honey. Where are you?
Go
back. Okay, we'll back it up. I think what she means is not like they may hear voices, but they're not like your conscience.
No, they don't have a conscience.
You say conscious.
They don't have a conscience. Gotcha. All right. It's International Farm Animals Day. I didn't mean to interrupt your days.
And National Siblings Day.
Oh, are you going to celebrate with your siblings?
No. But tell me we both have siblings. You have 1 sibling. I have 4.
It's quite different.
Quite different. I'm the oldest of 5 and you're the oldest of 2.
Correct.
Okay, so
5-year separation.
well, tell
y'all are all
me
within
your
about 5
best
years.
sibling story.
I don't have a lot of good ones.
Just one when you think about your brother, what's the first thing that pops in your head?
I hit him in the head with a shovel once.
Good Lord.
Listen, I was digging a hole because that's what you do.
Holes. Did
Like
you just get done
I was
watching
just-
that movie with Shia LaBeouf?
I don't know. I think I was digging my own swimming pool. Like I'm
Okay, yeah.
So I had dug this thing. I mean, I had gotten it a couple of feet deep.
Okay.
You know.
Did you
And,
fill it with water and sit in it?
Not yet. I was, and I'd gotten out pretty wide. Like you could fit a body in there.
Okay.
Like I got it, and he just, I'm mid swing of this shovel to keep digging. And he just jumps in the hole, and I just hit him right in the
It
head
was an
with
accident.
it. Yes,
Was there blood?
there was a lot of the blood.
Oh,
Yeah.
facial. Was it facial or head?
It's on top of the.
You got a lot of
the head.
capillaries up there.
Yeah,
Bleeds a
on-
lot.
on top of the head. Yeah, but not a lot of good stories. Then there was the time he was standing naked on the porch when the bus rode by right before he started school.
Wait a minute. How?
He would have been 5.
Okay, he would have been. So that would have made you
or
what?
just turning 5. I was 10.
Oh,
9 or
like
10. So
like
I'm
fifth
third,
grade,
fourth, probably fourth grade.
fourth grade's probably easily embarrassed.
Yes,
that
we roll up to get off the bus, and everybody starts laughing and screaming. And I had no clue what they were laughing and screaming about. And I look up, and there he is, just butt naked on the front porch, just waving at the bus. You know, there's those. I get off the bus and get in the house.
What are you doing?
What's the
on
matter
porch?
with you?
Get.
I don't know.
Well, if you say, "Hey, tell me one story about your siblings," of course, with that,
Hey,
there's
why don't you tell everybody about how y'all used to clean the house so you could watch wrestling? I don't think you've told everybody that yet.
no. I'm gonna tell you this. One time, I took my 2 younger sisters, for some reason, I don't know why, and I taped their arms behind their backs, and I taped their ankles, and then I taped their hands to each other, and put tape over their mouths, and shut them in the closet and shut the closet door.
Nice.
And then locked my bedroom door from the inside and pulled it too.
So nobody could
So
get there.
we couldn't get in
And they couldn't get
and
out.
they couldn't get out. Why? Why would I do that? I don't know, but I
Maybe
just,
they wouldn't stop talking.
when my parents, they weren't home and then they got home and my sisters are hollering, crying. Of course, they're a little dramatic, if you ask me. It was a little too much theatrics, if you ask me. But
That's too funny. I don't think you told me that one.
yeah,
Man, that's pretty good. How old were you?
let's see. We lived in Hillsborough at the time, so I was 8th grade.
Okay. So old enough to know better.
Yeah, I normally didn't do things like that. But when
probably had enough of 'em.
you're the oldest of a gaggle of kids, I think maybe like you have to take some responsibilities. Like
Yeah.
when mom's not home, you're in charge. You're the adult, and so I guess I was just fed up with them.
Had enough of y'all. Now sitting here and hush.
Oh man,
Did your mom beat you for taping them up?
so she
So
I
knew.
was-
She knew.
They
She was
had to
like,
get my door open. They had to get like a screwdriver and get the door unlocked.
That's great. Your mom was probably like, "Dang, that's good." Something I would have done, but I couldn't do it.
And one time we was home. You know how we was home alone, and in the back towards my parents' bedroom, we heard a door slam. Scared us. Scared my brother, who's like 2.5 years younger than me. I said, I got to go check it out. I got to go see what it is. And he goes, Holly, don't go in there. And I was like, I got to see what it is. And so I went to get his gun out of his bedroom. He had a BB gun. And he was like, no. He did not want me to take the BB gun and go in there. So he took the BB gun and crawled under his own bed. Wouldn't go with me to check it out. Wouldn't let me have the BB gun and was hiding under the bed. And you know how, like, if you got a window up in the house, it'll pull a door too.
Yeah.
That's what had happened.
He's
There wasn't
under there
nobody
like-
in the- yeah.
He's under there like
I
Macaulay
couldn't wait
Culkin.
till my parents got home so I could tell him what a big sissy he was.
He's watching the show now. He said that never happened. Yes.
Don't go in there, Holly.
He's very scared. All right. We got more morning show. What's next? What are we talking about?
Just some crazy stuff that I've seen on the news lately,
Okay.
like the dire wolves. We're going to talk a little bit
yeah,
about
we're
that.
going to talk a little bit about that. Yeah.
Okay.
We're regenerating things that are extinct, sort of. I don't even think there's a thing. I got to reading about that. And it was like they said that that's what they've done, but it's not really what they've done. So we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
A little scary though. Jurassic Park vibes. All I know is the dire wolves from Game of Thrones, and they were pretty mean.
They were CGI, right? Were they CGI?
No, they were real.
No. They had some big. They did have live wolf, like when they were younger. Big.
Yeah.
I thought. Shoot, I don't even know.
Those things have been extinct for thousands of years. So.
Yes. I know. But they did have big wolves on set.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. All right, we'll talk about that. We got games later. Stupid silly stat coming at you. Real quick, I want to tell you about Dirtworks. You've noticed there's, we've had plenty of rain this spring, so you can kind of tell, all right, I got water standing in this point in my yard. I really need to fix where it stands by the house or gets under the house. That's what Dirtworks does. They come, they take care of that for you. They can completely re-excavate your property, and they can do other things too, like property clearing, driveway cut-in, build retaining walls for you. Talk to them about that at Dirtworks, 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782. 931-409-0782 and online at dirtworksforyou.com.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence. But what if I told you how to solve these issues? I'm talking about Emcella treatment.
My mom sent me a text that says, tell that one about Clint hiding under the bed. I didn't even see it.
Oh, nice. How about you tell the story about you being an idiot and having your foot run over and being theatrical and saying they are going to have to cut my foot off?
You don't know at that age. I hadn't taken anatomy and physiology. I didn't know if maybe some vessels in my foot were going to be obstructed. Shut up, Clint. Let me tell everybody what you used to want to be when you were little, when you grew up. I tell everybody that.
What did he want to be?
Happy National Siblings Day.
Yes. Remember that time your sister killed your duck?
My youngest sister, I had got some baby ducks, Daisy and Duke. And for some reason, she took them. I had worked a midnight shift, and she was staying with the kids for me so I could sleep. And for some reason, she took the kids and the ducks outside and jumped them on the trampoline, and it killed them.
I could just see those dead ducks flopping around on the trampoline while everybody jumped around them.
When Clint was little, you said, Clint, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he had the biggest brown eyes with the longest eyelashes. Look, he was a doe-eyed towhead bait. Like he would say, I want to be the weather girl. I guess
Danielle Breezy.
Why is my camera so close to my face?
I don't know.
It didn't used to be that way.
I didn't feel like it did, but something's happened over there and it zoomed in on
Zoom
you.
out of
I don't know how. I've tried to play with it.
I can count my pores.
I ain't that close. But I feel like it's the same distance away from you as mine is from me and yours.
Shannon, I bet you did some. Yeah, I bet we could get 3 months worth of content out of the stuff you did as a child.
There's no Zoom features, so. There. Fixed it.
Was it a Zoom feature?
No, it just went from whatever reason it was on.
Better, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. It was on, instead of high definition, it was full high definition. It was 1080p.
Nobody needs to see me like that.
So you were zoomed in and full definition. They wanted to get all the definition. So I went to
You did? Do tell.
You and your.
Do it. Tell us.
All right, something to come back.
Norma, you look great. Norma's my hype girl.
Speaking of positive self-talk, can we just get a recording of Norma talking about Holly? So you just play that on the way into work. Maybe that could be a business. Like with somebody on the way into work, they call you and you're their hype person, right? Can we make that a business?
Yeah.
We got our new business idea. Hype with Holly. And you're going to call her in the mornings within your given window, and she's going to be your hype man. And she's going to do all the positive self-talk for you that needs to be done. How does that sound?
It sounds like this. You have big muscles. You look very strong today. I like your shirt.
She starts doing that when she needs me to do something. She's like, "Oh, you're looking fit today."
Look
I'm like,
how,
what do you
man.
want? Because I've gained 10 pounds, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and muscle. Some
Yeah.
muscle up here.
Yeah. See, she knows that she wants something. She's about to tell me something I don't want to hear. She's bought something.
Or needs to buy
Needs to
something.
buy something. Speaking
right
of.
now, my microwave is probably going to be what burns my house down. It'll just shut off. You can hit 30-second start and the microwave will turn on but it won't count down. So it stays 30 seconds. 3 minutes later, I come back and my Hot Pocket is just ruined.
Why are you doing eating Hot Pockets?
Hot Pocket.
Those aren't good for you. Stay away from those. Your microwave is saving your life. Burning that stuff. We do need a new one.
I just can't pull the trigger on it.
I told her to. I said, just get us a microwave.
He did. He told me, but I just afterwards.
She looked at how expensive microwaves are.
Yeah,
it's like, golly.
Yeah, that's what he don't understand, how life works sometimes. No one's going to give me a matter of fact.
We probably could find one at a yard sale.
I got that one at a yard sale. The other one we had before that, which I had gotten at a yard sale, was throwing sparks.
We have time to get rid of it.
So I had to get rid of it. And it was yard sale season, and someone sold me their.
Which lasted a long time. We've had it for 6+ years.
Yeah, best $10 I ever spent.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't need to know why I need to buy a new one when I could just find one at a yard sale or put it on Swap and Shop.
I don't know. Let's see.
Your brother's telling National Sibling Day stories.
What'd he say?
He says, Holly, remember that picture of you in Gatlinburg of you as Dorothy from Wizard of Oz?
I had really bad acne growing up. I still have it. I'm turning 40 and I have wrinkles and acne. And I guess I thought I would grow out of one before I grew into the other, but that's not the case. Anywho, we get up there and it's our first time on a family vacation. We went to our first time ever seeing Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and it was amazing. It rocked my world at that time. I was like, shoot, I don't know, 13.
Yeah.
So it was real neat.
You weren't quite as spoiled as our kids are when they just expect to go to Gatlinburg
at
or
time,
the beach.
We lived out in Hillsboro, and there's, I seriously ran around in the cow field next to the house, just running around and stabbing cow patties and. So
the things you do
going there, and everybody knows how kitschy it is I was like, oh wow. Anyway, we went into this place where it took your face. And at that time, because my acne was so bad, I grew my bangs out really long so you couldn't see my forehead, and I always had my hair covering.
Must have been really long bangs.
As much as my face as you can. But then they take all your hair and they push it back. And if that's your security blanket, that feels very exposed. And not to mention that part of my skin had not seen the sunlight in a while. So I was pale, and the redness from the acne really, it highlighted it. So they take your face and they just put that image on Dorothy, and they put my brother on the scarecrow and my sister on a tin, they did. Well, there's the picture, and it's just Holly Pepperoni face. And I'm like, okay, no, we cannot. Let's please get out of here. Well, we get out on the street and they have taken that photo and put it on like a jumbotron in front of the business. And it is, everybody can see it as they walk by and they can look at, that's her. That's Pepper. I wanted to cry. It was busy.
You think people who walked by and saw that are still talking about it today?
No, I am.
Like, you remember that?
My parents
that one
said
girl
that
they
would have given anything to have that picture, but we did. I was so upset. I
wish I could see it.
It was bad. It was.
Like, I want to go. Look at that business still around. While y'all got
like
some archives.
13-year-old girl
25 years ago?
humiliated in the streets of Gatlinburg or Pigeon, wherever we were.
It seemed bigger than it was at the time. I would imagine.
That's not what we're talking about here.
Oh, go ahead. Things in the news, I think, is what we're supposed to be talking about.
Okay, so the dire wolves. One of the articles I read that the biotech company said that it has the exact DNA of a dire wolf. They said it'll look like a dire wolf, sound like a dire wolf, because it is genetically, it's a dire wolf.
But nobody knows how a dire wolf even sounded because they've been gone so long. So how do they know?
They've been gone a long time. Like
Yeah.
I did, like 13,000 years. How long has it been?
So who heard what they sound like? Where's there a recording of that? How
They're
do we
just
know?
saying that the DNA, the makeup will be what it was.
I was reading some other things that were saying it's a little bit extreme to say they'll be the exact same. It's more like it's a gray wolf with some dire wolf traits. There's no way to make it a complete dire wolf.
See, that the lady I heard said that they took the wolf cell or whatever and manipulated it so it would be the genetics. It's very confusing.
But that leads us down the road of, should we be doing this? A little game called Should We Be Bringing Things Back That God Did Not Intend to Be Here?
It does feel like it's like
A little Jurassic Parky. Like, do
you remember when they cloned the sheep? What year was that? I was still in Georgia at that time. I feel like
I don't remember that. No.
So I probably would have been 10-ish. Let's see when they cloned the. I can't even remember the name of the sheep. I remember they gave Dolly, the first mammal to be cloned. It was 96. So I was 11, July 5th, 1996.
You
so
were doing that in 96?
Yeah.
In my mind, when they cloned something, it's like a cartoon, like it was beamed with a light, and then there's another one exactly like it next to it. And that's not, I guess that's not how it works.
No, it grows up.
It has to grow up, but
yeah.
It's got the same genes or whatever. But hey, I'm not a big fan of doing that. Definitely, I'm not a big fan of the direwolf thing. I'm like, Once you start doing things like that,
are they going to release them into the wild?
I don't know. What are they going to do with it?
Genetically altered wolves? That doesn't sound like a good idea
I
to
know.
me. So are you just doing this to put them back in captivity? And that doesn't seem right.
And then what's the next thing they start messing with? Dinosaurs. Let's put some dinosaurs back on Earth. Because what could go wrong?
Maybe they'll start out with a leaf eater or something.
Yeah. Look here.
Like a small
just little long neck out here. Little foot out here just at the zoo. Don't worry, they're all females. They can't. That's what they did with the velociraptors or whatever, right? They can't. They're all females. Or they're all males or whatever. But they messed up they messed it up. And now there's a male. And now there's babies. And Jurassic Park is real life, and then dinosaurs roam the earth again. So maybe we don't let direwolves out in the wild. And that sounds a little.
What are they going to do with them, though? Honestly, like now that you did it, you gotta feed them, you gotta house them.
I think they should raise them like
are you gonna
pets.
Are they gonna? Did they do this to just run tests on them? I don't know. It just seems. I need some more information here about this. You can't release them.
Tiffany said somebody on Facebook said give them 6 months and they'll be selling dire doodles.
Man, they'll breed anything with a doodle, won't they?
Right?
A shid doodle?
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm not getting another animal, but I mean, a little direwolf puppy would be kind of cute.
They gets grown, takes big dire wolf doo-doos.
Just to keep them fed. I bet they'd be loyal. I mean, they were
Okay, Jon Snow.
excellent pets on
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. I mean, they protected everybody.
Oh.
But the short story of it, I don't think we need that. I don't think that's a good idea.
You're not a little curious as to how big, like
I'm curious as to how they did that.
So if they give that to Nashville Zoo here, like 5 years down the road, and
No.
they're like, you wouldn't be interested to see it?
No.
I'm not talking about principle. I'm not talking about the principle of animals.
Would I be
and
curious to see it? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't like going to the zoo anyway based on
Yeah,
that.
we know.
We
know Blackfish.
Not a big fan of captive animals, really. Certain situations, maybe, but
I used,
born and raised in captivity, I don't like that, kind of thing.
Well, they don't know the difference.
They do. It's
No,
in their
I'm not
genes.
talking about these little backyard zoos, but like the Nashville Zoo and stuff. They take good care of the animals. Like you watch the National Geographic, lions out here, skin and bones. There's a drought in the Sahara. They're about starved and thirst to death. And you look at the lions in Nashville, and they're just like fat and happy. Like, which one seems better? I don't know.
I would be curious to see the wolf. I would want to be able to.
I want to see how big it gets.
Yeah.
Because they were showing the wolf at
regular
6
wolves
months.
are big.
I guess it's 6 months old. You know, the videos that they were showing of the 2 dire wolf puppies howling and
I don't know. If I
that
saw
apparently that was 6 months ago. Now they're bigger dogs now, or wolves.
that.
What are you reading?
I'm seeing how big they get. They can weigh up to about 150 pounds.
Is that it?
It's pretty big.
I mean, our dog got up to
You got up to 95 pounds.
95. I mean,
Well, that's 50, 60 more pounds. That's pretty good.
it don't
amount of-
seem like that big because what's currently what's the largest dog breed? Let's
go back to
find out. I
Google.
want to find out because I want to see comparatively how big is it. I
Great Danes, the
I
big
thought
ones
the
don't weigh
dire
that
wolves got up to be about 300 pounds.
much. It's like a bear.
I guess I thought they were like, small bears.
It'd be like a black bear there. All right, the largest dog breed. The English Mastiff. Oh my gosh, look at this thing.
Okay, English Mastiff. How much do they weigh?
Males can weigh between 160 and 230 pounds.
So you telling me that this dire wolf is smaller than a dog we already got?
I mean, you imagine 230 pounds. That's bigger than me.
I'm unimpressed. I wouldn't go to Nashville to see him.
Great Danes and Irish Wolfhounds, very large, but they don't weigh as much.
I feel like a gray wolf. Let's look up a gray wolf, how much they weigh.
I'm trying to figure out if this dog that I'm looking at is photoshopped or not, because he's bigger than this guy. Like, now I'm kind of just being caught up in pictures here. Like this. Now I started Googling this, like, oh, they can't be real.
So the wolf,
There's this dog. It's bigger than a person. They can't be real. It's a giant.
he's sitting close to the camera. The man's far away. It's a optical illusion.
Clifford, the big red dog.
A gray wolf adult male can be 66 to 180 pounds. I don't know.
Also, the dog on Sandlot.
That was a bull mastiff.
I don't know what that was. Just big.
Hercules.
All right. Don't clone or recreate animals that are gone. I think that's the short part of that story, right? Just the point.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't agree with me.
No, I'm not saying.
If you get attacked by a dire wolf, then that's.
I'm saying I don't know.
I'm just gonna watch and
I'm
laugh.
saying I don't. It's okay for me to not have an opinion on stuff, and I think people think that they always have to have an opinion on something. Like, here's something, and I need to form an opinion on it, or adopt someone else's opinion on it. But this is one of those things where I don't know. I don't. I'm just kind of like I don't know.
I guess I don't understand the point. Like, can there be a medical use for this or something? Like
A medical use?
like we start tinkering around with things like that. Like, is there something? What good can come out of that?
What's the purpose?
What's the purpose? If we're just playing with it, just because we want to see what we can do, probably not a great idea.
It'd be sad to have to put down a bunch of dogs you create. Like I don't know. All right.
Shannon says the size of the wolf is dependent on how many house pets it eats. All right, we'll be back. We got more morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR.
Mom said she saw a guy walking a Newfoundland, looked like a bear.
Great Pyrenees are big dogs.
Great Danes? Those
Great
are,
Danes.
like, I guess I.
They just don't weigh as much. Great Danes are tall.
But they're real thin.
They're thin. Great Danes don't. They don't. What? Did I do something wrong?
No, I was just taking a deep breath.
Or you kind of looked over here. I was like,
I was listening intently.
They have health problems. I don't think they.
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot of health problems. They don't live very long.
I know. I had a friend who had some, and they said like stomach turning or twisting or heart turning. I don't know, something inside the. My sister sent a screenshot this morning.
Okay.
And for some reason it won't come through on my phone. It's weird. The Rutherford County School Board denied admission into the school district for a student who was expelled for making threats in another district.
Saw that. What's the big deal? I mean, don't know how to act. You can't go to school here.
Now the local obituary report on Thunder Radio, brought to you by Central Funeral Home.
Honey.
And so there was a Great Dane that would get out and come to our yard. As a little kid, I rode him like a pony.
Who said that?
Dana. My uncle's neighbor used to have one, and it would take off. You could see it. It was in a fenced-in yard, but you could see it in there because it was where the porch sat up higher. So that dog would take off chasing a cat, and the cat would like cut sideways, and that dog did not have the ability to do
And
that.
he would
just fall all over him. So every time, it happened almost every day. The cat would run the exact same pattern. Remember that? Like dog didn't learn his lesson, just kept doing the same thing. Yeah, there's a lifespan of Great Danes.
It's not long.
And if you are
8 to 10 years is the average lifespan of a Great Dane, which is
If
7 to 10
you
here.
and I got a Great Dane,
We'll make
that
Guinness Book of
sucker
World Records for the
would
longest
live
living.
to 18.
Yeah, they'd be doing stories on it. They'd be coming from all over the world to study this Great Dane. And the average span for pit bulls is like 12, and ours is 14. He's bouncing around this morning like he's in great health. He needs more medicine. Yeah, of course we pay out $100 and some a month worth of medicine to prop him up.
They don't count food.
I know. My son at 2 years old used to ride our black lab. He was about 100 pounds. Yeah, black labs are good dogs. We had a couple of chocolate labs. They were good dogs.
Thunder Radio morning show. Holly, what's happening over at Granddad's restaurant in Manchester?
Today you can go over to Granddad's and get the lunch line special from 11 to 2, and they got fried chicken livers on the menu, as well as fried chicken and barbecue chicken. So all the kinds of chickens
And their livers.
and their livers. turnip greens, mashed potatoes, baked beans, mac and cheese, cornbread, or roll. Your drink is included with that lunch. That is 11 to 2 today. I didn't know if I was going to hit them with that or hit them with the address again. And that was me trying to make up my mind. 620 Woodbury
Just do
Highway.
both.
Let's see here. It's also Trivia Thursday. So head out.
Yeah, Thunder Trivia, 7 o'clock.
Starts at 7. Prizes to be won.
Yeah, they always got some prizes out there. Go see them. All right, let's play games, shall we? Speaking of trivia, let's play the stupid silly stat.
This program.
Whoops, wrong button. Let's do this one.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid silly stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. Need a new set of tires before those spring and summer trips. By the time to hit the road, they can take care of you at Freedom Automotive. They're at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. They even offer financing on tires as well on select options. So stop by and see them. 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester, right in front of College Street Elementary School. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Freedom Automotive. Holly?
Only 8% of women say that they own 10 or more of these. What is it? 8%. That's a small number. So only 8% of women say that they own 10 or more of these. What is it?
728-1320. Win Thunder Radio swag this morning. Holly, send me the answer so I know, please.
I thought I did, buddy.
You did not. You did not.
I did. It just, my phone is not sending or receiving messages.
Well, I've got a whopping one line of signal. Has anybody else noticed that around here? Like 5G is kind of there. And then the other day I had a full 5G signal, like the first time ever. It's also not good for our radio satellites. 5G is not. So
a lot of guesses on Facebook of shoes.
I'm taking it. That's not correct.
It's not correct.
I was going to say, don't call in and say shoes, but then I don't want to do that and that actually be the answer. So
give me a pen. I'll write it down.
728-1320 to get through on the Ben Loma Connect hotlines. Take your guesses. Thunder Radio swag and bragging rights. And soon I will know the answer. So then. Okay, gotcha. That's a interestingly worded question for the answer.
Only 8% of women said that they own 10 or more of these. What is it?
Hang on, I got to do a little work. The other Adam was trying to call, and I was forwarding to my cell phone. All right, morning show.
How about romance novels?
Romance novels. There's plenty of those around. That's not it. I picked up one of those and tried to read it. My goodness. That's all I'm going to say. 728-1320. Romance is quite an interesting word.
It is. It's romantic.
Yeah,
It's so romantic.
Yeah. It's not the right word for those books. 728-1320. I don't have the question.
Okay. Only 8% of women said that they own 10 or more of these. What is it? Only 8% of women say that they own 10 or more of these.
There's a lot of moving numbers in that stat. That's tough for me to.
92% of women don't own more than 10 of these.
Gotcha. Thanks for reversing the numbers for me.
There
That's
you
not
go.
what I
That's
meant.
loose math.
I
just
meant
anything I can do to help you understand something.
No, I understand it. I just mean I think they got too wordy with their question. They got too fancy with that. Like, why did they go?
How would you reword it? 8% of women have 10 or more of these.
I don't like it.
Two numbers.
Well, nobody's playing because they're all confused.
It ain't hard.
Morning show.
I guess they all have them, but maybe not that many as bras.
Not it.
Good guess. That would be good. Who needs more than
2?
8? Golly, that's one for every day of the week plus
Morning show.
an extra.
Hey, is it purses?
Purses, good guess, but no, not purses. That's the way it's worded is interesting because it says these like it's a thing. But I don't.
It is a thing.
No, I don't We're going to talk about that when we're done. It's not. It is a thing, but it's not really. I feel like it's misleading. Morning show.
Good morning. Is it Hills?
Hills.
Good
No,
guess.
not it. Good try. Good try. Not Hills. Reread the question. I can't remember it. It's so confusing.
Okay, buddy. 8% of women own 10 or was it 8%?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, somebody tried to get fancy. And read it.
8% of women say that they own 10 or more of these.
Morning show.
Perfume.
Perfume is the right answer. Wow. Well done. What's your name?
Sherry.
Good job, Jerry.
You said Jerry?
Sherry.
Oh,
Sherry.
Sherry. Sorry, Sherry.
Golly, Holly.
That's right.
Sherry, winner. Perfumes. Well done. Come on by and get you a Thunder Radio shirt, Sherry. That's right.
And sound similar.
They do
Sh-
sound.
and
They do sound similar. I don't like the way that was worded because it says 10 or more of
oh,
these.
big surprise. Josh has got an issue with something.
I feel like a perfume is not a
bottle of perfume. You
I don't
can't
know.
hold that. You can't have 10 bottles of perfume.
You can have 10 bottles of perfume.
What is hard about
Can
it?
somebody else help me with this and get on my side?
10 different scents.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not saying that that's not probably accurate. Christy said, good grief, I've got 3 or 2. She said 2. I don't know. I don't like the way it's worded. When you say 10 of these, you think eyeglasses, necklaces, rings, shoes, not perfumes.
Is any of it white diamond?
What's that?
I don't know. I felt like it was like a older lady perfume.
I don't like heavy scents.
I can't walk through a perfume department without getting a headache.
Some women go
Elizabeth Taylor's White Diamond.
real heavy on the body spray.
I like
but when they leave and it still smells like they've been there an hour later.
Like that. I like knowing that somebody
I tell my girlfriend she got to stop wearing that when she comes
good
over.
cologne has been around. You know, like if I was Love on the Spectrum, if I was a contestant, what I like that they do when they introduced a new person is they tell you what they do like and what they don't like.
Yeah.
And wouldn't that be beneficial and helpful in life if when someone met me, it was like, this is Holly. She enjoys men's cologne.
And her dislikes are
talking on the phone.
Yeah. She doesn't want to talk to you.
Being in public.
Not a good job for you.
I also like on that show that when they do go on a date, like they all bring a gift for their date. Either they hand make bracelets. One guy bought the girl. I'm talking about Love on the Spectrum on Netflix. If y'all hadn't seen it now, he bought her American Girl doll.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that was like I thought it was discontinued.
That seems like a little extra, a little too much.
Well, you wouldn't know nothing about extra or too much in terms of gift giving,
Yeah,
but
you just don't want to set the bar too high, guys. Now she's going to think she's going to get an American Girl doll every time you're around. And then when she doesn't, she'll get disappointed. And she may say she won't, but she'll get pouty. And that's exactly what the problem is because you didn't bring her a gift. If once you set that standard is there.
Let me tell you what a romantic guy Josh is. He gift giving is not his love language. He does not care nothing about giving.
I'm more that guy you read in your romance novels. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, right. Okay.
That's more me.
Yeah. But
I'm the pool boy.
He calls me from a career fair in Tullahoma or something, and it's like, I got you something. Or he sent me a text. He's like, I got you something. And he never gets me anything. And I was like, I cannot wait. Excited. Probably flowers he got at the gas station, but it's the thought that counts. I thought he purchased something for me. He didn't. He got like a free souvenir,
Yeah, it was nice.
and he brought it home. It was nice. It just took some of the.
It was a Yeti can koozie. It's nice.
It was nice. It
And
was.
she's
my
always
favorite.
drinking cans
It's my favorite flavor. It was a red Coke one.
of Coke that she's supposed to not be drinking anymore. Remember, she publicly quit that on the show.
Oh, I didn't publicly quit it. I said I was going to cut back.
She's not cut back anything.
You don't know. I don't even hardly see you when we leave this table. I don't hardly see you.
Have you?
How do you know? Yeah, cut back a lot.
She's lying.
I have.
Not.
Yesterday I didn't have a good day. Yesterday I had a lot of Coke. I'll do better today. Anyway, perfume. I've gotten to where I'm carrying around a can of Axe body spray because I prefer the smell of it to.
I wonder where my Axe body spray went.
It's in my car. I like it. I like how it smells.
I'll just walking around spraying men's scent.
Yeah, I know. Well, it smells good. Don't men wear that because women like the smell of it?
I guess.
Right? Don't it make sense for the woman to wear it?
No, it does not. It's not making sense for that. For you to wear that scent. All right. Let's get you a weather update for everybody out there because it is going to be a little stormy today. Right now, we're pretty mild, 55 degrees. We look like we were going to have a little early sun, but the clouds have kind of overtaken us, and we have a chance of rain today, a 50% chance of rain, mainly after 2 o'clock, a 30% chance of showers this afternoon, a 50 to 60% chance of showers overnight tonight. Could see severe weather bust through here. Some gusty conditions could come with those storms, so we'll keep an eye on that. 72 for your high today, and then we cool down tomorrow to around 59 with a 40% chance of showers. 37 Friday night, 59 on Saturday, going to be cool. Then 35 Saturday night. Sunday, warming up, 68. Could see some patchy frost Saturday night, and that's going to be, and they could. A 35 is kind of where you're at, so we'll keep an eye on that. But calling for some patchy frost Sunday morning, and that should be the final frost of the year. 51 Sunday night, and then 79 on Saturday. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. They have breakfast and lunch out there, 6 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 12 on Saturday. If you've not tried them out, I've been out there for breakfast a few times. Just get you some, man, I'm going to go out there today. It sounds good. Get some eggs, maybe a little sausage.
Okay, I'm
maybe
down.
Potatoes.
Yeah, I'm down.
Hillsboro Food Company. I'll go see them, 7403 Hillsboro Highway.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by your hometown grocery store, Spring Street Market, 801 South Spring Street in Manchester. Open Monday through 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Okay. I slowly guessed it needs the bottles of perfume.
See? It wasn't hard.
It seemed difficult to me. Back to the romance novels. Those are pure filth that y'all read.
You don't know nothing about that.
I read them.
You ain't read nothing. You may have read an excerpt.
No, I read some pages.
You didn't read
You couldn't get out of
the
it.
story.
No,
You're missing the story.
Yeah, I read it for the articles. Sean said, I heard you talking about dogs earlier. I had a 3-legged, half German Shepherd, half Canadian Husky when I was a kid. He lived 20 years.
Wow.
It's a long time.
It is a long time. Good grief. 20 years.
My grandma's one cat she had was like 22. That thing had a little cane it walked around with. My grandma, she got some cats.
Your grandma is so doting on the cat. She's like, Whiskers don't like this food, so I have to special buy this food. But Face can't eat that. It tears his stuff. So this is, she's got.
Then Boots wants to come in and eats all their food, and I have to keep him in another room while they eat.
She's very all the, and I'm like,
Grandma, just get them some meow mix and throw it down there, and they'll eat it or they won't. I promise you, they'll eat it. Good morning, Robert. Good to see you.
Good morning, Robert.
Martinez.
It's Martinez.
It's Martinez.
Hey, in Augusta, there is a Martinez Road, but it's Martinez. It's spelled, but everybody pronounces it there Martinez. That's funny because we work with Kim Pacino, but it's spelled like Pacino, like Al Pacino.
I'm gonna call her Pacino.
But she pronounces it Pacino.
I'll call her Al now.
And Costello.
That's Costello. Care what he says.
His name is spelled the same as famous gang leader. What's his name? Costello.
I don't know.
What's his first name? Jack Nicholson's character in The Departed. Frank Costello.
Frank Costello. Yeah.
Francis.
See you, Jessica. She said she got it's picture day at the preschool.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you. That sounds like a lot of fun. I remember like picture day at elementary school. We tried to send the boy to school wearing something nice. And one year we sent him, we had found this little vest, this little blue vest, and had a little tie on him.
Oh, he looked handsome.
He looked so handsome. You think he had that vest when I picked him up that afternoon? No, he didn't, and he didn't know where it was. He said, I don't know. No vest, no tie. They were both gone, and
just
no
a white undershirt, inside out.
And then
no belt,
yeah.
Just a piece of rope holding his jeans up.
And like, where did the things go we sent you to school in? And that's why I didn't want to send him in with a coat, with a good coat on a cold day. I'm like, no, he don't really need it. He's gonna be inside. He don't need a coat because we wouldn't get the coat back. That's why I don't. When I see kids walking to school without a coat, I ain't blaming the parents because they may not want them to lose the coat. B,
we're not judging.
Yeah. B, they probably told him to wear a coat and the kid didn't put it on anyway, especially around middle school age. Middle schools where they walk to school in shorts and a t-shirt in the winter, but you'll see them in a hoodie all summer long, and I don't understand that. Well, you're trying to impress somebody, but you know you're sweating. You got to stink. Did the girl want to leave this morning? I didn't.
I don't know. Name that TV show theme song today. Switching it up a little bit on you guys. I'm going to play a little snippet of a TV show theme song. You got to guess what it is.
Is that what we're doing?
Also, there is a business after hours at Harvest Local Foods tonight on
We're going
this
to stop
road.
by if y'all want to come see us.
It's a chamber event. If you're curious about the chamber, come on. Come hang with me.
What time will you be at the after hours? I'd like to see you
I
there.
like to get there right when it starts.
Me too.
We believe everyone gets a trophy, life is fair, and subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking. You know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Welcome back. We're talking about during the break on the Carmine Family Dental Cameras. There's a business after hours tonight at Harvest Local Foods, downtown Manchester. It's a chamber event. If you want to learn more about the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, swing on by and see us from 5 until 7. Holly and I will probably be there from 5 until 5:05. So I'm fine seeing. I know we'll be there longer than that. We'll be there till at least 5:15. I may have it a beverage, you know, the beverages there. I may have me a beverage and mingle, do business. Harvest, the new golf course, Small Businessman Magazine. We got to do other things here.
We're going to play games.
I got to stop yapping. Well, I got to tell everybody about Dr. Vanderbilt first. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo, Orange Beach, Alabama. it's kind of like the good weather we're having kind of teases you. You get a couple good days, and summer, and then it's bad. How about just go down to the beach? You know what's going to be nice down there? 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo, Orange Beach, Alabama. I could save you 15%. Go to thunder1320.com/beach. Thunder1320.com/beach. No gimmicks, no games, no timeshares. It's just a condo down there, and you save 15% if you use the promo code Thunder15. That's simple. All right, Holly. Games.
We're going to play Name That TV show theme song. Josh is going to play little snippets of a TV show. You got to figure it out and call us 728-1320 if you know what it is.
Nostalgia here.
Don't.
It's not saying anything.
All right.
728-1320 if you know it. Thunder Radio swag and big bragging rights here. If you can name the TV show.
What is it?
She went back with the shorter clips this week or today.
Yeah, that literally is 1 second.
What is? I wouldn't have known it. It's been so long since I've seen this.
Yeah,
and even the full song, I don't know if I would recognize it. It's been a long time, but somebody's taking a crack at it on the 1 second here. Morning show.
Is it Law and Order?
Not Law and Order, but a great guess because it sounds a lot like that, but that's not it. Good guess. Great guess. All right, let's go to the 2 second clip. Give them a little more to work with.
What?
Your reaction almost every day when we play this game now. So, what is it? It's like you're.
Is it too much?
It's like you're playing with a toddler. You're like, oh, where'd it go?
Gerald had a good guess. He said People's Court. Do you remember that one? This is the People's Court.
It's not a it's not a law show.
Dun 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 dun. Did you leave it? What are you doing?
I got busy doing something else. All right.
Goodness gracious.
3 second clip here. All right, get you a little more there.
That changed.
I did change the tune a little bit, the tone a little bit.
It sounded serious, and then it got fun.
Holly's trying to give hints.
That's not a hint. A-Team. That's good guess, Sean. That's not right. What are you doing? You just need to stay in.
Morning show.
Is it MacGyver?
Not
Good
MacGyver.
guess.
Good try. Morning show.
Is it Matlock?
Not Matlock. Nope, not Matlock. Good try.
Thank y'all for trying.
It's not any kind of law and order lawyer show. None of that.
I'm glad I
Holly's got them fooled this morning.
got them stumped.
She's got them stumped.
Play that 3 again.
Oh, we gotta get an answer here pretty quick. Got a couple of minutes here. What are you doing over there?
I like it when that.
Where are you going?
When that beat drops. I loved this show. I loved it so much. I thought it was just amazing. It was amazing cinema.
I did too. Give you a hint here. TGIF had this show. TGIF had this show. That's where I watched it. I don't know if it went anywhere else. I don't know how long it ran. I loved this show as a kid. And it's not as old as some of the guesses that like Matlock, MacGyver. It's not quite as old as those shows. I used to love MacGyver.
Yeah, MacGyver was good.
Big MacGyver guy. All right. We'll take one more crack at it here, and then we're done. 728-1320. Name this TV show.
Katie had a good guess. She said Pinky and the Brain. Do you remember that? Pinky and the Brain, 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 brain.
I don't think I was allowed to watch it.
Oh.
Morning show.
Is it Dinosaurs?
It is Dinosaur. That's the right answer. What's your name?
Lindsay.
Good job, Lindsay. Did you watch it?
I did, but not when I was a kid. It was later on.
Okay.
Great. Did my hint give it away?
Yes, it was a TGIF
Yeah,
that gave it away.
Okay,
it was
gotcha.
a little TGIF. Good job, Lindsay. We got your Thunder Radio shirt up here. You come get it, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, it is Dinosaur. I wouldn't have recognized that.
I wouldn't have
Even
either.
though I watched the
I
show.
did too.
But I haven't seen that in forever. And that's not one of those you see like on
Reruns.
reruns ever.
Okay, so it come out in 1991, April 26, 1991. There was only 4 seasons. Last episode, 1995.
It's longer than I would have thought, honestly.
I thought it was longer than 4 seasons. It was at the time, the puppetry and I don't know. I thought it was the parents could sit down and watch, and it was good.
The boss guy was scary.
Oh yeah, boss guy was scary.
He was. I don't remember his name, but that guy always. I didn't like when he was on. He scared me.
Let's see what his name is.
But I thought it was fantastic cinema. Like I'm like, this is the best TV ever. Like I got to sit down and watch that and TGIF, Family Matters on the same night. That's back before TV was on demand. So, buddy, it's a good 2-hour stretch from like 7 to 9. I think is when TGIF came out.
I loved it. I love this show. Not the Mama. Everybody said that, right?
Yeah, not
the Mama.
Yeah, that's what I called the show.
Let's turn on Not the Mama.
Not the Mama. Yeah, when I was little, I was like, Not the Mama. Turn that on. Because I was like 4 or 5 when that was on. So, all right, we got more morning show. TGIF was good times. Holly doesn't seem to remember TGIF at all.
You could have given me that hint. I'd have been like, "What?
Yeah.
You want ice cream? You want yogurt?
No, that's TCBY.
Some froyo for my buddy here."
No, TGIF. Like, looked forward to that all day on Friday.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I knew it. I just thought it was.
I can't believe that. I cannot believe you didn't sit down and watch the TGIF.
I probably watched shows that were on TGIF.
Yeah, you did. You watched Dinosaur. It was on there.
That's not the only place it was on because I watched it other days.
I think that was where the new airs were. Like I think that's where the premieres were every week was on TGIF.
Okay.
On ABC. Step by Step was on there for a little while.
See, I never watched that
Suzanne
one.
Summers.
I didn't care for that.
Balky.
I don't ring a bell.
He got into trouble. I think I kicked off the show. But the two big draws for me were Family Matters, Full House. That's what I was there for.
See, I watched Family Matters and
around.
Full House before school. Like it would come on before school and what was it?
I think the reruns came on other stations. TBS got a lot of that.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell. But
I used to watch Power Rangers while we got ready for the bus.
I think the new, when the new episode came out, that was on TGIF. It's on ABC.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I
you
get
keep
the
saying it like you don't get it. Like I watched it on other channels. It came on other channels.
I get it, but what I'm saying is I don't think I realized new episodes came out on Friday. I thought they put stuff out at that time, just whenever, like.
Yeah. This must be a new episode I'm watching right here.
If I had never seen it before, it was a new episode.
Yeah.
How am I posting?
Well, every afternoon I used to watch Fresh Prince for like 2 hours. Then the Braves came on TBS. So you got 2 hours of Fresh Prince and then Braves baseball. Like it's a good afternoon.
Fresh Prince was good.
You say that. Go watch an episode now.
It was good at the time.
Oh my gosh. Like it's same as Saved by the Bell. Watch an episode of that now. It's painful.
You think so?
Well, yes, it's very painful. Sit down and watch a couple episodes.
I would rather watch an episode of Fresh Prince than an episode of Saved by the Bell.
Fresh Prince, I think, was a little better.
At least they're out of high school.
Had a big crush on Hillary.
You're making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know why I remember that. It's a line he said to her. All right. Thank you for playing.
She wanted to move off of this conversation for some reason. Thursday coming up. I want to tell you about Common John Brewing Company. They're open this morning for breakfast. Stop by and see them at 210 Woodbury Highway. They got a big 80s night coming up soon with Mixtape. You can get your tickets. It's a ticketed event. Go to commonjohnbc.com or get on over there and see them at Common John Brewing Company, 210 Woodbury Highway. They opened up at 8 o'clock this morning, and they'll be all there. They'll be there all day. They've got, not Singo, it's karaoke tonight. It's Thursday night, so karaoke at Common John Brewing Company. Get on by and see them. They got things other than beer down there. They got some really good flatbread pizzas. Just a great, like $9 flatbread pizza for lunch. That's a good place to stop by and check it out at 210 Woodbury Highway. Common John Brewing Company.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence.
Oh, let's see here.
I'm Holly with the Thunder Radio Morning Show, here to tell you that the Emstella treatment is the cure you need to solve your problems. I have had them done and can speak from experience.
All right, we'll come back right there. Thursday, yeah? Your pants aren't in your belt. Fixed it. All right.
Oh, golly, what is that? It's a bee? A bee or a spider? I ain't got nothing to get it out here with. I don't know what it is. Looks like a bee. Let's see if I can get a picture. Better look. He looks exhausted. I wonder if I can get it. Save the beats.
You're tired of swimming around in here. Or
Swimming around.
flying around in here. After doing the businesses long enough, which has been just a little over 3 months now, I can see how Joe Biden had no clue where he was. I'm messing around.
That's serious.
It's serious. Hey, I'm not lying. Promptly followed up by a lie. You ever wonder if Trump's doing these tariff things just to watch everybody freak out? Watch this.
No.
Oh, watch this. Oh. Let's see, you did that. Do one more of those. I've done two of those. I've done two of those. Have you found a third co-host for this show yet?
No.
I'd like to find two guests to host it for the summer. And I just take off all summer. Call a little game called I'm gonna wake up, hang out by the pool. And then I'll go to work later. I'll pay them. I just need two people who can do it. We'll just make Jacob do it. I haven't got to meet him, Sean. I talked to him on the phone for about 20 minutes. He's asking about the new football coach. I talked to him on the phone about 20 minutes. He's a super nice fellow. Seems like he's got all the intangibles that one might need, but time will tell. He's going to be on the coach's show next Saturday for 2 segments. So
That's good.
You'll get to hear a little bit more from him then. And I've got some interviews, stuff with him. I want to put a story out, just a little bit more of a talk with him, but I just not had a chance to put that together yet. Need to work on that today. Thursday here, baby.
I have them ready.
Okay, I'm just reminding you. So when we come back, you're like, what are we doing?
Of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Welcome back. Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30. Miss a segment, you miss a lot. You never know what we're going to do over here. It's been a busy show. We've talked dire wolves today. What else have we got into?
Oh,
TGIF.
siblings.
Holly taped her sisters together and locked them in a closet and then locked the bedroom that goes to the closet, and things we've learned that happened over the years. But we got Thursday here. Now, one might say that your behavior was Thursday behavior.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Yesterday, Holly sends me a text. She said, I'm in some kind of way. I feel like I should go apologize to everybody I've ever wronged ever in my whole
Y'all
life.
feel that way ever? Like I'll just be minding my own business and then wham. It's like I remember all of the things in my life that I did that were mistakes or I should have known better. And I feel like I need to, like, for instance, one day my friend was over at the house looking at the new deck you had just built and she was checking it out. And there was a step up. Well, she was walking backwards, really admiring the work, and she walked right off of that step and landed hard, flat on her back.
I wish I had seen
and
that.
I laughed so hard.
You should not laugh when people fall.
I know, and I think about it.
Do you think that's why she don't ever come over no more?
She felt funny, and I laughed, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" But I was asking through laughter, so I don't think it seemed sincere. And so I was just at the house yesterday, just like, "Golly, Holly, do better."
But see, it's all fun and games when you laugh at me when I fall, because when I fall down, she laughs at me.
Well,
He's like, "Are you okay?" She's trying to ask.
I'm sorry when someone falls. When I fall, I hope someone sees it because it's probably funny. I hope no one gets hurt, but.
Anyway, Thursday.
There's a video, a boat rage video that went viral. My dad and my brother showed me this last week or told me about it. And it wasn't until later that I actually saw the video. It went 8 million views or something like that, probably more now. Okay, so the video was going viral of a boat captain arguing with a fisherman. So they use the term fisherman here. It's a young teenager.
Okay.
All right. He's by himself. He's on his own boat. He's out fishing. The boat captain climbs on to the boy's boat and demands an apology.
Oh.
So
seems a little bit overboard. See what I did there?
The boy had a GoPro camera on, thank goodness. So he recorded all of the interaction. And if you watch the video, when the boy is backing up and the angry captain comes on his boat, you can tell the boy was scared for his life. He thought that guy was going to throw him overboard. The boy even considered jumping off of his own boat to get away from it. And he just sounds like he's like, please, 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 leave me. Don't. And the guy who was a grown man is aggressive, and he threatens to beat him up.
And what did the kid do? Supposedly to get this guy so bent out of shape?
He was fishing. He was fishing in the area that he's a charter boat captain. And I guess he was a little peed off that the area he was taking his charter boat, this kid was fishing at it.
Oh, well, I don't think that's illegal, is it? Does he own the water? I don't know.
I don't know if it was an area that the boy wasn't supposed to be in.
I don't know. Either way, it seems like the reaction is not warranted. Regardless, I was just curious as to. I mean, unless that boy was driving his boat and recklessly and drove it at your boat and nearly hit you for still probably not the best reaction, but I could get it. I could get being angry, but. This guy just seems to be over the top.
I wish there was a better explanation of number one. I want to know how old the boy was.
You said he looked young.
To me, he looked, I don't know, 15, 16, or I guess sounded like that.
Maybe a little older than that.
I just felt bad for him. You don't act like that. You don't climb aboard somebody else's boat. That's a no-no. Like, you don't just, I don't know. The guy, Brock Horner, he's 40. He can be seen yelling and cursing at Fisherman Gage towels before climbing onto the boat. So, I don't know.
Kate says, did you see that kid from Florida that was celebrating the win and climbed up the red light and fell off? I did see that.
That is also on my Herd Stay Thursday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it should be. What are you doing up there? We don't bounce on the red light poles.
Florida Gators fan falls from traffic light while celebrating NCAA national championship.
Be a Florida man, too. I saw the video.
Maybe that's what I was saving it for, Florida man.
Well, he gets up there and he's
bouncing
He's bouncing,
on it.
trying to, like, it's one of those red lights, not like here in Manchester where they're hanging on wires.
They're hanging on wire.
Yeah,
it's a pole,
it's on-
and the pole is extended out over the road, and the lights.
Fancy red lights. And he's gotten on that pole and is slidden out about halfway, it seems like.
No, he's all the way at the tippy tip.
Is he on the end?
Yeah.
Okay, and he's bouncing up and down. He's got that pole going pretty good. Like he's trying to break it. I is what he's trying to do.
What?
Which I don't understand why you think that's okay. But then he falls off. And I don't know. I hope he's okay. But I laughed. I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny. Like everybody's cheering. And he just fall. He tried to stand up. Like he tried to stand up on that pole.
He was.
Did he get all the way stood up?
That's how he was bouncing. He wasn't bouncing sitting.
Yeah.
He was standing and jumping on it.
Yeah, well, I watched it once, and he was like straddling it, and then he got up, kind of was on his feet, but holding with his hands. I didn't know he realized he got all the way up, but it's been a while since I watched it.
I mean, he's not standing erect because he was bouncing, so his knees are bent. But
he's also, I would imagine, extremely intoxicated.
Do you know why? I learned this somewhere in my life, that when folks that are intoxicated or things like that, and they have an accident, a lot of times that they will come out with minor injuries, like a drunk driver that has a wreck or something. Their injuries are less severe because they don't tense their bodies up because they're inebriated. So they tend to stay floppy.
Yeah.
And I guess when you tense up, you're more likely to break or injure something.
I didn't realize that. I think I may have heard it before.
It's a free country. Residents are furious that a man continues to take nude walks through his neighborhood. This is you
can't do that.
Cowley County, Kansas. Residents in a neighborhood in Kansas are upset that a man, they say, continues to walk through their neighborhood naked. You're sitting inside and you got your door open and you see this naked man walking in front of your house. The man, it's been happening for 2 years.
Has he not been arrested?
They want the man to stop. You got little kids. My granddaughter is out here all the time playing. It's disrespectful and shouldn't be able to, I shouldn't have to look at that. They've tried to confront the man. Nothing has changed. We told him to get out of his yard, and that was...
Holly froze. Control-Alt-Delete.
He told him to get out of his yard. It was a free country. I'll do what I want. And it wasn't illegal as well. Is it not illegal?
I think indecent exposure is a thing, isn't it? I don't...
Okay, the Cowley County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the neighborhood nudist is right. What he's doing technically isn't illegal.
Okay, then.
I did not know that.
Is he staying in his own yard?
See, they said walk in the neighborhood.
Because I said this before, and you said, no, I don't think you can do that in your own yard. I'm like, yes, you can too.
Ooh.
So maybe he must not have been leaving the yard. He must be at his own, staying at his own.
It was weird because in the first line or first paragraph, it says he continues to walk through their neighborhood naked, but maybe he's got a big yard. He's walking around naked. Yeah. I don't know. Either way.
The writer is a little bit of a clickbait person there. They got you a little bit misled. I mean, still though, why do you want to be that guy that now that if your house is burning down, they ain't going to come check on you? You know? If you're going to take a vacation, you can't have them come feed your cats now.
Yeah. I don't think I would
says, what does he look like? Asking for a friend.
Oh, I want to see if they got his age here.
That guy's got to be old.
Yeah, it sounds like older gentleman behavior.
Yeah, this guy's got to be 70 and a widower. Like I feel like he is just bitter and he's gonna do what he wants.
Okay, well, they got a still image here.
Oh.
Kate, no, Kate.
Are you just telling her?
Just keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling. All right, we've got more morning show. We're past top of the hour. We got birthdays. So does this mean we're behind schedule or ahead of schedule, Holly?
We're ahead. Because we're closer to the goal.
She just wants the show to be over every day. She loves you guys. She does. But she just wants it to be done. It's Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Birthdays are next.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better for nearly 50 years.
All right. Let's get this switched over to Heather Phillips's banner. Kate, if your friend's looking there, somebody called in yesterday looking for a girlfriend on Swamp Shop. So
Did they? Yeah. I didn't hear it.
Well, he called in and he had a GMC pickup, or maybe it wasn't a GMC. He said a pickup he was selling, a 1988 pickup. He was selling. He wanted $4,500 for it. And I was like, all right, you got anything else? He said, I'm looking for a girlfriend. And gave me his phone number. So I can get you his number, Kate. He's for your friend. Yes. Maybe that makes Swap and Shop much better. If it was more of a dating show. Coffee connection. You don't agree?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I'm getting celebrities seeing it if I can do any impressions.
Today is the 10th of April already?
Yeah, buddy.
Golly. Where's the time going? I feel like it's still February. Head to Knoxville for the orange and white game. Enjoy.
You said that, and I didn't even know who said it, and I knew who said it. Hey Siri, is it illegal to walk around naked in your yard? ? I don't guess if I ask her I have to say ? Do I? She says GPT.
GPT, why can't you say that?
I feel like that was aggressive.
Chat GPT.
Whenever I say ACH, I always say HC
or HCA.
HCA. And so I was talking to QuickBooks the other day. They had called, and I'm like, no, we use HCA.
That's why it's important that you get it right. And the girl one says wrong stuff all the time. Like, what's wrong with her? And your mama.
It is birthday time on the morning show. Pick up that phone and give us a call, 728-1320. I want to celebrate your birthday. At the end of the day, at 4:30, Tiffany will be on Connecting Coffee County, and she will draw for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. Yesterday, we didn't have no winner because nobody turned in a single birthday. Ain't that a shame? Somebody missed out on free pie. So get those birthdays in. At the end of the week, we give out a cake from the Food Lion. Big thanks to those folks. And we also want your anniversaries because at the end of the week, we draw for anniversary flowers from the Mossy Pot. Drum roll, please. I just got one birthday today right now. John Hickey has a birthday today. Happy birthday. That's all I got for now. So unless somebody else gets a birthday on there, it's going to be an easy win for John for that pie this afternoon. Holly, celebrities.
Yeah, I got a few celebrities. Let me do this impression right fast. I see dead people.
Oh, is the boy?
The boy.
I don't know his name.
Haley Joel Osment
Okay.
turns 37 today, man. That makes you feel old.
Yeah. I was about to say Bruce Willis. It's Bruce Willis.
Okay, this. Let's see here. I'm trying to do. No,
What is the matter with you? Josh Taylor on the camera says you got a dial-up connection from your brain to your mouth, and I think that's accurate. 56K is glitching this morning. Holly just randomly is stopping.
I'm probably undiagnosed something. Okay, this guy, you played his video game. He's a
Tiger Woods.
No, popular sports broadcaster, real popular. He died.
John Madden.
John Madden.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say the shot clock's down to 5, but that's not it. That's not even football.
No,
that's why that's the glitch I was having. It's the late John Madden.
Boom.
I can hear his voice.
There's nobody better than Brett Favre.
The guy that does the good John Gruden also does a good John Madden.
Oh, Frank Caliendo.
Yeah,
he's excellent.
So that's.
The thing about Frank Caliendo is he's got the same facial expressions, and when he does John Gruden, I think he did John Gruden in front of John Gruden at Oakland Raiders team meeting one time, and the players were dying. He's got that same look.
Okay, moving on. Everything's gonna be okay, but the wife,
Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore turns 41 today. Good job.
Big Mandy Moore fan. Her movies are garbage, but her music's not that good. But
she's talented.
She's
talented. She just the way she talks with her mouth and her teeth annoy me.
It doesn't annoy me.
Okay, this guy's a movie actor. A lot of action film, martial arts. Had a ponytail. Probably still does.
I don't know.
I think he's really cocky. Martial arts. Steven Seagal turned 73 today.
I didn't know Steven Seagal was still alive. So.
Oh, yes, he is. You're never going to.
That's not an impression. That's just a description.
Well, sometimes I can't do an impression, and I have to give you like this next one. I can't do an impression. You're never going to know who this celebrity is. Charlie Hunnam turns 45 today. You never would have got it.
I would have not known.
He was on Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't have got that. I didn't really like that show very much.
I loved it.
Yeah. Holly and I are not the same.
We are not.
We're not the same. It's Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Maybe it's time to get into that home of your dreams. You know, you've talked to a realtor, you start looking, or you're just browsing around, but you need the right finance team on your side. How about getting pre-qualified? And I bet your realtor calls you back faster if you're pre-qualified. Talk to them at New Haven Mortgage. They can help you do that. Know exactly what your buying power is. NewHavenMTG.com or stop by and see them at 1300 MacArthur Street in Manchester. That's New Haven Mortgage. NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
WMSR. Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by your hometown grocery store, Spring Street Market, 801 South Spring Street in Manchester. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. For Thunder Radio News, I'm Tiffany Clutter. The Coffee County Commission is considering abolishing the elected constable seats. At the April 8th full commission meeting, prior to approving the agenda, Commissioner Tim Stubblefield made a motion to add a discussion portion regarding item 11E on the agenda. That item addressed a constable vacancy for districts 2, 6, and 7. The amendment to the agenda passed, and the possibility of abolishing the seats was discussed at length. Coffee County Sheriff Chad Parton referenced a March 2024 opinion paper issued by Jonathan Scrimetti, Attorney General and reporter for the state of Tennessee, regarding the jurisdiction, authority, and duties of constables. You can find that document at the link in this news story on our website at thunder1320.com. Sheriff Parton said this.
Question was asked about who a constable answers to. I can tell you constables answer to nobody. They're their own agents. They're their own James and Alex are their own boss. They don't answer to this body. They don't answer to the sheriffs. They don't answer to the police chief. They don't even answer to the governor.
Constables James Sanders and Alex Robertson both addressed the commission, stating that they were underutilized in their positions. The commission voted to move the discussion to the next full commission meeting, May the 13th at 6 p.m. Hear the full discussion by the Coffee County Commission regarding constables by tuning into Connecting Coffee County, Thunder Radio's interview show. The constable discussion will air 3 p.m. on Friday, April the 11th. Listen live at 107.9 FM, AM 1320, 106.7 FM in Tullahoma, online at thunder1320.com, or anywhere in the world on the Manchester Go smartphone app. Connecting Coffee County is presented by People's Bank and Trust. Paving prompts lane closures on Interstate 24 in Coffee County. Drivers traveling on I-24 in Grundy, Marion, and Coffee County should know about upcoming roadway activities impacting traffic. Thursday, April the 10th, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Tennessee Department of Transportation maintenance crews will perform rolling roadblocks on I-24 East for pavement repairs from mile marker 118 to mile marker 135. Work will include repairs to the bridge approach over the Elk River and the exit 135 interstate ramps. Drivers are encouraged to use caution as they travel through this area and expect significant delays. The work is weather dependent. If inclement weather or unforeseen circumstances cause delays, it will be rescheduled later. Uniformed police officers will be present to assist with traffic control and law enforcement. 95 Tennessee rescue squads, including Coffee County Rescue Squad, received grants totaling $3 million through the Tennessee State Fire Marshal's Office. The Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance and the Tennessee State Fire Marshal's Office proudly announced that 95 Tennessee rescue squads will receive those grants totaling $3 million in 2025 through the Rescue Squad Grant Program. In 2022, Governor Bill Lee and the General Assembly approved the funding of this program for the purchase of life-saving equipment by Tennessee rescue squads. Grant awards may be used to purchase equipment for incident response and to protect the lives of squad members. Through 2 grant cycles, $5 million in grant funding has previously been provided to rescue.
Forgot to switch all over, that's why. Sorry about that. Ain't no commercials. That's the news. Nothing wrong with y'all learning up what's happening in the news, is there, Shannon? But thanks for letting me know. Sometimes I forget to switch it. I got to click and switch to a different source. There's no way to do it another way. So that's why the sound during the breaks is not the best. We're just working off the built-in mics on the very, very cheap Logitech cameras.
Yeah, button pusher missed a button, didn't he?
Well, I mean,
he messed up.
There's so much pressure. I have to do so much work around here. And so, yeah, if I mess up something, it's usually bad because nobody else can do nothing.
Who called the other day when you said the wrong radio station?
Me.
This girl was paying attention.
Did you say you're hosting SWAT Day?
I got a lot of work to do, and it's making my tummy overwhelmed. I think I get that way on payday.
Oh, yeah. Payroll. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You know that feeling when you don't check your emails for a day, or you maybe have checked them, saw that there are things you need to,
and you didn't do it,
and you put you star it. It's like, oh, I need to come back to that. Well, today is the day that I need to go back through my emails and do the things that I've starred
for a couple of weeks.
I need a good name that movie or TV show theme song or something for tomorrow, like a good one.
A good one.
It's Friday. Need a good. Today was good. I did good today.
Yeah. Let's turn that off. Oh.
Redemption. So caught up now in pretending
Welcome back, Thunder Radio Morning Show. Holly,
Josh,
good to see you're still here with me. Much to the surprise of many, she's still around.
you've been playing this song a lot lately.
This is the second time I've played it. It's the second time I played it.
This week.
I played it Monday, I think. So, yeah. I don't know. It was stuck in my head. So, I'll play it a few times on the bump, and then I'll move off of it and play something else. So, just calm down.
All right.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by New Haven Mortgage. We got a few minutes left. What's the final segment here?
New fear unlocked, I guess. Sunbather hospitalized after being run over at the beach.
Oh, was it Daytona? Because they got, I'm told they drive the cars up and down the beach over there.
Volusia County. Hi, welcome back.
Sorry, there's some changes in scheduling this afternoon, and I'm being looped in on a conversation there. I'm just trying to make
Thanks
sure.
for joining us. A day at the beach turned into a nightmare for a 33-year-old Florida man after deputies say a driver ran him over while he was sunbathing, just laying there on the beach, eyes closed.
He got ran over.
Somebody ran over him. Colson Janae, age 33, was sunbathing at the beach Saturday
I think you
morning
would have heard something coming.
in Ormond Beach. As he lay in the sand, deputies say a 61-year-old driver veered off the travel lanes and back into the parking space, and it ran over him. So he was.
I guess the beaches we go to, there's never anybody driving on them at all. So I don't know how, but I mean, I'm told like in Daytona, people drive down the beach. So
if you can see that there are cars parked on the sand at the very back,
yeah.
like there, I guess there is a travel lane that they can go on the sand, but then
you park on that side. So this guy went the other way.
He drove out into the sand to back it in. So like he veered
He's a
off.
He's
a backer inner and ran over somebody.
How do you not pay attention to what's in front of you? You're on the beach. There's kids everywhere. Like I would be very cautious. Right. Driving through there. Let me tell you a story about that.
Okay. Janae said he was laying face down when he was jolted awake by a tire running over his head.
Oh.
He said, I was screaming my head off, screaming bloody murder, of course, because I was in so much pain. Witnesses immediately called 911 and emergency crews.
911.
Did I say that? 911? No, it was 2 1s. You misheard. I said 911.
They called 911.
911. The emergency crews rushed Janae to the hospital. He sustained several injuries, including a scratch on his eyeball, a bruised
what?
His eyeball.
Why are you talking like that?
I didn't want you to think. I didn't want you to think it was the eyelid
on his eyeball.
If I said eye, it could have been a lid. It could have been a brow. It was the ball of the eye.
Your syllables were all off.
Scratched. Let's see here. Also, severe damage to the rest of his body. He underwent surgery on his leg on the next day.
I wonder if the fact that he was on the sand helped him because it has give to it.
I don't know. It says he says, I have a forearm that's broken in 2 places, clean break. And then my femur that was also broken. That is the largest bone and the most difficult bone to break in your body.
Yeah. This guy was snapped in 2.
I can't, the pain from that, I can't imagine.
The fact that this guy is alive is.
He had to have a titanium rod put in his femur. What I've heard is I have about a 3 or 4 months of recovery. I'm just thankful to be alive and to be able to walk again at some point. Deputies say the driver stayed at the scene and cooperated with investigation. It was a female driver. She was cited with careless driving and showed no signs of impairment.
Of course, it was a female driver. Oopsie!
I'm not backing in. I'm a pull through her. If there's if there's a parking spot that I can pull into and go straight through to the next one.
Shannon was like, was dude driving a tank? Yeah. What was she driving?
Judging from the video here, it looked like maybe, I can't tell if that's her car or the police vehicle, but it looks like it could be a Jeep.
I'm with Brian here. How do you not see a person on the sand? How do you not see that person?
She just had to be so caught up in what she in her own world
was doing.
That's the bad thing about folks these days, that there's no consideration to the world around you, like folks that walk through establishments talking on their speakerphone.
Oh, I do that though.
Don't do that.
I don't know why. I like talking on the speaker.
I don't want to hear the conversations that I'm a part of, let alone the conversations that you're a part of. It drives me nuts when I'm sitting next to Josh and he wants to have a conversation.
Well, because
about
later she's going to ask. She's going to ask who it was, what they said. I'll just put it on speaker so you can hear it.
I don't want to know. I don't care.
No, but she says that. But then later she's like, "What would they want? What would they say? What was they talking about?"
No,
she does
that's
say that.
You.
No, she does that. She is lying.
No, the only thing I may do is who's that? What they want?
What?
And you're but I don't. You're making it sound like I need a complete breakdown of the conversation.
No, I'm saying you ask questions, but if I put it on speaker, you can just hear it, and then you don't have to ask me no questions.
I don't want to know all that. I just want to know who it is, and is something wrong.
I don't want to rehash the conversation.
Whatever.
It was on speaker, you heard it, and there it is.
You're very annoying to me right now. 10 out of 10 level annoying. Are we done?
No, I mean, there's another 4 or 5 minutes you need to fill.
No.
Yeah. Now, when you said that story about someone getting run over, back when you said that story just a couple seconds ago, made me think of, I don't want to out any names, but our friends, they were at the beach with their daughters, and I guess one of them, I don't know, they've been doing some fighting,
like arguing,
bickering,
bickering, like sisters or brothers.
Bickering,
okay,
sister bickering, and one of them, in a pout fit, got up and stomped yards and yards and yards away from them and sat her chair down.
Okay.
In the tractor tracks.
Oh no.
Where they come through and get the garbage cans or whatever, and then here comes the tractor, and she wouldn't move. Made them drive around her.
That's funny.
I know.
I think I slobbered.
You did.
That was a lot.
It's everywhere.
Is it?
It's everywhere. It looked like a deer licked your face.
Oh, okay. That's probably a good one to end on.
Well, a couple of items of note. Tullahoma softball tonight has moved up to 4:30. So that is just a scheduling change over there because of the rain, possibly. High school baseball is supposed to be at Stewart's Creek tonight, 5:30. Coffee County High School baseball, and somebody else was going to throw a game time out, but I forgot. Also, I got a text from Mayor Dennis Hunt, and he said you definitely said 9-1.
Y'all misheard me. I said 911. You heard that?
They called 911.
911. It was 2 ones. 911.
How many times you try to say it? It's not how it worked. All right, we're here.
I knew what I was talking about, though. Y'all knew.
No, we like to make fun of you.
I'm gonna give him one of these next time I see him.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here till 8:30. Quick weather update, just real quick. Chance of rain and storms today, tonight. 57 right now, high of 72. And then those storms could roll in this afternoon, really after 2-3 o'clock into the nighttime. Could see some tough straight line winds and some big hail with these storms. And then much cooler tomorrow, 59 with a 40% chance of lingering rain. And then 37 Friday night, 59 on Saturday, 35 Saturday night with patchy frost. Then upper 60s Saturday, upper 70s touching 80 on Monday. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsborough Food Company.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner in home ownership. Our seasoned team brings a wealth of experience to help you.
Only one wand. Not two wands.
With decades of combined experience, we've honed our skills to provide tailored solutions for your needs. Stop remember that. You're a valued customer and a friend.
I don't want to do work today. I do not.
Just want to bang on this mug all day.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting Sculpt Neo treatment with Dr. James Technicals in Nature. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment that only takes 30 minutes. This treatment stimulates and builds your muscle, tightens
Look what the headphones do to my hair. It puts wrinkles in it. I did so much work this past weekend to get ready for the week to take some of the load off, but I'm still busy this week. How does that happen?
You found more things to do, fill your time with. See y'all. Bye-bye. Shannon said how they like Netflix on Jake Tyson Fight Night.